Good morning, everyone. I'm Katie Resendez, and I'm the Director of Children's Ministry here at UUC Phoenix. Jean Harvey, I have to talk to you because William Devon's Be Thankful for What You Got was the inspiration for my story that I'm about to tell, which is going to seem really weird because it's about a different song, but that's the song that started today's story. And I'm so thankful because then it was playing, you put it in the playlist beforehand, and my mind went whoosh. And I'm just so thankful for the technology and the community and the magic and science and wonder that lets us all stay together during pandemic and during moves around the country and out of the country. And so thank you, Jean. Thank you. And that was a little weird that you knew what song I had been thinking of. But like I said, we're going to start with a different song. See, there's this Christmas song that gets played, and we fall in and out of love with it as a culture and in our communities. And we pick on it sometimes, and sometimes we defend it. We play silly games about it. It's the song Little Drummer Boy. And sometimes we think about it and we laugh and we think, who on earth would want someone to show up with a drum for a baby? Yeah, that's the most useful gift. Or what made that little boy think that Mary would say yes? Or we pity him and we find the beauty in the message in the song, in the fact that this boy had nothing and was very poor and couldn't give the gold and incense and myrrh that the kings gave. So he gave a song, and we think, oh, what a beautiful sacrifice. He gave what little he had. And that's kind of weird and condescending. But I want to think about that song. I want to think about that little boy coming to the side of baby Jesus's crib with his drum. And I want to think about it for real. Because in our minds, maybe he showed up with a trap set. Maybe he showed up with a snare. Clack, 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 clack. Psh, psh. But no, we know that he didn't bring that kind of drum. That's not what he thought the baby would like. More likely than that, he brought a drum that looked like this. Now, not exactly this drum, because while it's very old, it's not 2,000 years old. But it can make the loud clack, clack, smacking noises. But it can also be drummed soft and soothing. And my wife and I have parented 14 kids. And yes, there were many that needed to be lulled into comfort with soft music. But just as many needed big, deep, powerful noises to help soothe them. And I imagine baby Jesus, born to be a revolutionary, probably needed that pounding and intense feeling. He probably felt it from the moment he was born. And drumming to a baby probably wasn't uncommon in Palestine at that time. The tap, 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 the rhythm for rocking, the sitting and entertaining a baby while mama rested. He also probably wasn't a random only child just wandering around. Families were big. He probably had lots of younger siblings and knew what was helpful and knew how to coo at the baby, what songs to play for the baby, and knew that sometimes you just needed someone to sit and connect with the infant for a little bit and to keep an eye on them while maybe they tapped on their drum, or maybe they hummed them a song or told them silly stories so the baby could coo back. He knew what babies needed. He was a kid in a big family. We know how that is. He connected. He didn't figure out what gift would be the shiniest. He didn't wrap it up in paper. He didn't travel for 1,000,000 miles. Though those kings, Malachi and his friends, their sacrifice was beautiful. Their walk was beautiful. Their gifts were a different kind of gift. See, this boy, he just did what was needed. And he was there. And The beauty of his gift wasn't that he scraped to the bottom. It wasn't that he gave the last and only thing he could, and out of poverty, he gave this one thing. No, the beauty of his gift is he looked around and went, oh, heck, there's a baby in the manger. Well, I've got 3 little sisters and 2 brothers, and I've got this drum, and I know what's needed to be done, and my mom doesn't need me right now. I'm going to go sit with this mom, this young Mary, who this is her first child. I'm going to sit with her, and maybe my mom will come with me, and she'll talk to Mary about how to take care of the baby while I make sure the baby has music to listen to. You see, he gave out of abundance. He gave out of what knowledge he had. He gave out of what he knew and felt strongly about. He gave with generosity. And he gave connection. He didn't let all of the rules and all of the things of who gets stacked above who and who plays where in the hierarchy get in the way of making sure that the needs of the baby were met. And so when they told him to come, he came. When he asked for help, when they asked for help, he showed up, and he brought what he knew would be helpful, his drum. And in that connection, in that feeling of abundance, in that helping just because it's what was needed, he had power. You are so very powerful and so very loved.